Welcome to MILF.
I'm Courtney.
And I'm Jennifer.
And we are two moms into literary freedom.
Ooh,
Hi,
okay,
everyone.
fancy.
Welcome. What?
Sorry.
It's
They
okay.
just said, this video is being recorded.
Oh,
They've never said that to me before.
well, welcome to Moms into Literary Freedom. Jennifer's computer was announcing it to the world that we started recording. We are excited to talk today about all things Bad Bunny, right? And
Yes.
that awesome halftime show. But, in typical Moms into Literary Freedom fashion, a bunch of other stuff as well, because it's all connected, right? It's like one of
Yes.
those conspiracy boards where like all the strings are connected.
Pretty much, yeah.
Show me your shirt. I feel like this has become a new tradition. At the beginning of the episode, I have to see Jennifer's shirt. Oh, it's
It's
so
my
cute.
Valentine's Day shirt.
Three little kittens, and they're all hugging a big red heart that says FCK Ice because it's one of
Yes.
those. Thank you. Blake just brought me the gay hockey book. He's my assistant. Um, We're also going to talk about the gay hockey book. It's called Heated
Yes.
Rivalry by Rachel Reed.
Yeah, we're pretty much covering all the hot topics today.
Yeah, we got a lot to cover, but the main focus will be the Super Bowl show. But anyway,
Yeah.
back to her shirt. It's like one of those little candy hearts things, which I'm waiting for like actual candy hearts to come out. Like I'm sure they exist. I just haven't seen them. Have you seen them? Like with like swear words on them and stuff?
I haven't seen any recently,
Okay. There's got
but
to
I
be
did
like
I
naughty
did see a
candy out
shirt
there.
that had all the like heart candies with
Hmm.
different messages.
But I want
But
like the real candies, like with the real
yeah,
bad words.
I'm sure you could order it, but it's gonna be
Yeah.
like a what is that? A not a private order. What do you call these things? Oh my God.
Bulk order? I don't know. Public
No.
order? Oh, custom.
Personalized. Custom.
Custom.
Thank you. Custom.
Well, see, I feel like, stores should just sell them.
Yeah,
They'd
you
make
would
some
think.
money.
I'm sure
I
they
mean,
would. I'm sure there's
my
some places
sister
you can get it.
my sister sent me like a chocolate penis once.
Yeah, like Spencer's type
Yeah.
stores probably have some.
Yeah.
I just never go into the stores anymore.
No,
I'm too old for them.
yeah, I'm not I mean, I used to think Spencer's was really cool when I was a dumb teenager, and then my kids wanted to go in there, and I was like, well, I don't really
Yeah.
remember how bad it is, so I went in there with them, and I was like, and I knew this, which is why I went in there with them. I was like, I think the first front of the store is pretty PG-13,
Right.
and then you start getting into the like TVMA, like R-rated section. So
Yes.
I was like, okay, turn around, time to leave. Like once we got to a certain spot or something. So.
So
Um,
back there is where it would be, I think.
yeah. Real quick side story since we're talking about Spencer's. I had this boy in high school who had like this big crush on me. I didn't really like him as much as he liked me, but he was really nice and he came to my birthday party and I knew he liked me, but like he was kind of like he was a nice idiot, but he was like an idiot kind of.
Yeah.
And he bought me like this humping dog as a joke and I opened it in front of my dad and my dad kicked him out of my birthday party.
I mean, that was kind of dumb.
Yeah,
That was kind of dumb.
he wasn't very smart, but he was super nice and like he wasn't like an asshole. He was just sort of
Yeah.
like, just aloof, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we never dated, but I just thought that was funny.
See, I had a
Um,
friend like that. Now that you mention it, I remember his name was Alex.
mhm,
And he was like very grungy, like rocker kid.
mhm.
And he would do stuff like he opened the door to my house one time when Jehovah Witness knocked and just opened it and like farted in their faces.
That's awesome. I
Very
If I
awesome.
could just keep one locked and loaded anytime that happened,
Yeah.
I'd be like, yes. Although I didn't, do that, but we were like preparing for a Halloween party and they came up to our house and I was like, I can't deal with this right now because like I hate party planning anyway, but the kids were like making me. So I opened the door and I said, not today. And because they were like walking up our driveway and I was like, don't
Yeah.
even bother coming all the way up. Like I have a dog here that I don't feel like dealing with. Like I didn't say that. I was just like, not today, thank you. And they just turned.
Yeah. I'm
Fuck
like, can I
politeness.
be put on like a do not disturb list? I
Right.
just,
Well, I
no,
think I
thank
put
you.
myself on that list that day. So anyway, we got real distracted.
Yes, that was, but high
Exhibit
school was
A.
fun. Middle school,
Yeah.
I
I
miss
guess
it.
let's go through all the things, all the all the things that I have to say or that we should say.
Yeah.
Listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Like, subscribe, comment, interact with us. That would be great. We're doing well on Instagram. Our follower count is going up, slowly
Okay.
up. TikTok, not so much. It's sort of like staying very steady.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would love to hear from you guys that download our show. I mean, um, I know you're out there.
Yeah. I think we're like on the wrong side of TikTok,
Kind of.
where we get
Yeah.
a lot of haters, which I love the haters. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, whatever.
you're welcome.
I don't
But
know.
yeah,
All attention is good attention, right?
exactly.
But what else?
Exactly.
You can watch us on YouTube or Substack. So if you want to see Jennifer's all of her shirts, she has a lot of them. She
I have a
watch us
problem.
there. Yep. And then that's pretty much it, I think. So yeah. So what do you want to talk about first? I know the answer.
Benito.
Yeah. Oh, but I know you want to, but we should talk about Black History Month since it's February.
Yes,
Okay.
that's true. Yeah,
Talk about
absolutely.
Benito in a minute. So yeah, it's Black History Month. I bought the 1619 Project. It's a
Okay.
huge ass book. It is gigantic. So I'm going
Really?
to work my way through that, maybe hopefully before the end of February. And it's a short month, as we know, which is kind of bullshit that that's the month they chose for Black History Month.
Yeah.
But there's also a children's book that comes with it. Um, and my daughter was like, Mom, don't kid yourself. You know you're just gonna read the kids' book. I was like, wow, shots fired. But
They
yeah,
humble us so quick.
I'd like to read as much as I can and then maybe do an episode about it. But um whoops. I was gonna say something good about Black History Month before going into all the shitty stuff that's happened in the 9 short days that it's been Black History Month.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, since it's related to the Super Bowl, is last year was the first time a black woman coached and won a Super Bowl. And
Really?
yeah, it was the let me pull up my notes here. It was the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm like trying to remember the
Okay. That's
sports.
the oh my God, what are the brothers?
Oh, the Kelseys?
The Kelseys.
Oh,
That's
they're
the
on
older
that team?
brother. The older brother is.
Jason?
And I love his wife. Yeah, Jason.
Okay,
Yeah, his wife is great.
cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't do sports.
I don't
Um,
either.
trying to
Like
get
I
oh,
know their team because I liked the Kelseys. I don't know how I feel about them now, but I still like Jason and I still like his wife.
did you
She's
see
really
did you see the I mean, I'm sure you saw the commercial then of Jason and his beard, I think.
I miss that one. So my internet or my TV kept losing connection. And so I missed a lot of the commercials.
That
And I was like,
sucks.
if it fucks up during the halftime
Halftime
show,
show.
I'm gonna
Well,
I'm gonna lose it.
I'm glad it
And it
didn't mess up
didn't.
during that. It just messed up during the commercials and the
Yeah.
actual football,
And
because
so,
who the
and
fuck
during the
cares about
game,
that?
yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, her name was Autumn Lockwood, and she is a quote performance coach, whatever the fuck that means, for the Philadelphia Eagles. But I just thought that was cool, and I didn't know that, so I thought it was fitting
Yeah.
to share. You know, oh, and there's another one about the Olympics that I want to share. I wonder.
Yes, she's local from Florida,
Oh
right?
no,
Is
I
that who
don't
we were
know
talking
about
about?
that one, but you can
Oh,
share that one if you want. What's that?
I wasn't ready for it. Hold on, let me look it up.
Oh, I know. I put you on the spot. I didn't mean to. I'm going through my Instagram stories to find this one. So I'm trying to figure out what year this was. I want to say it was the 80s. No, it was the 90s. So in 1998, a black woman, a girl, I don't know how old she was, named Surya Bonali became the only figure skater in Olympic history to land a backflip on one blade, which is a move that was banned since 1976. And if you see
Ooh.
the video of this girl fucking backflipping on her ice skates and landing it, it is just the craziest thing I've ever seen. And it's footage from 1998. And it reminds me of the movie Blades of Glory. Have you seen that? Probably not.
I haven't, but I know what you're talking about. That's with oh my God, what's his name?
Napoleon Dynamite, whatever his name is, and Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. That's who I was
Yeah,
thinking of. Okay.
yeah.
See,
I
I'm
think
so
it's.
bad with names. Like I don't remember
I
popular
love Will
people.
Ferrell. Yeah,
I
he's
do
so
too.
funny. He's so funny, and I really do think Blades of Glory is like underrated. One of his underrated movies. But we watched it because I knew the Olympics were coming up and my kids loved it, of course. But there's like a similar move in Blades of Glory. They're like making fun of it because it's a quote banned move because like someone's head was chopped off by the ice
Oh
skate,
my
which is
gosh.
clearly not, realistic. But it is rooted in fact because this girl could have like landed on her neck and killed herself,
Right.
which is why the move has been banned. But that's not the coolest thing about the story. So this wasn't her like trying to, well, maybe I don't know. So for years, Benally dominated with athleticism that terrified the judges. She could complete a quad, which is like I'm not going to pretend like I know what that is, but it's something very important in ice skating. Before that was a thing in women's ice skating. So you got to think here there's some sexism going on, there's some
Right.
racism going on. This is 1998, okay? Um which is crazy, but so she jumped higher than most men. She brought gymnastics level power to the ice, but judges consistently scored her lower, critiquing her style and her artistic expression, which some would say are code words that are often masked for a deeper bias, right?
Right.
Um, so there was an incident in 1994 where she was removed, where she took off her silver medal, which she got but she clearly thought she deserved gold. So she took off her silver medal because the competitor who received gold, fell multiple times and still beat her. And the media called it poor sportsmanship, but Benali called it what it was, injustice. So when she
Right.
stepped onto the ice for the final time, this is when she did that backflip. She made history on her terms. And the crowd went wild. The judges deducted points, but she knew she wasn't going to win at this point. So she was just
Right.
like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to prove to the world that I am an amazing figure skater. And she landed this backflip and paved the way for athletes like Simone Biles and Naomi
Wow.
Osaka to speak up when systems failed them. So the thing I just read was from the Instagram account Girls Got a Gram. And I just never heard that story before. Again, her name was Surya Banali. And you got to see
Okay.
the video.
Oh, yeah, send it to me because I
Yeah.
want to see it.
And I'll put it on well,
I was gonna say,
I already put it on our Instagram story. So if you just go check it out later. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So what were you gonna say?
So I was talking about, and I don't guess it's not history making,
Hmm.
but it was still pretty awesome that we have a local. Um, Her name is Erin Jackson. She's an Ocala native, and she is one of the flag bearers at the Olympics.
Oh,
So I, for some
cool.
reason, I thought I had seen something about it being like
That's really cool.
something groundbreaking, but I guess maybe
Well,
not.
it's groundbreaking because it's Ocala.
Well, yeah. I mean, we actually, she might not be the first person from Ocala.
Really? Ocala's like a country, for those listening, like a country county here in Florida that
Right.
really only produces horses. Not much
Yeah, I
going on
don't
in
know.
Ocala. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool that
But
someone from
I still thought
Ocala
it was
is.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So those are just the happy stories that I mean there's tons more, but those are just the ones that came across my eyeballs. But
Right.
uh we're gonna talk about some not so happy ones now. Uh
Yes.
just just because awareness is important. Like, for example, something's going on here in Florida with these stupid anti-DEI laws, right? And so oftentimes, like, you get these dumbass laws passed, and you're like, what does that look like in real life? Like, how is that going to impact us, right? Well, here's an example of how it's impacting people in Florida. So, a college student at Florida A or FAMU, Florida A&M University, which is a historically Black university, um, a law student from that college says that she was told to strip the word black from a promotional flyers for Black History Month. And the debate is drawing scrutiny over how broad state restrictions on diversity language has become. Her name is Aaliyah Stewart, and she's a final year law student and a member of the Black Law Students Association.
Wow.
And yeah, so she was flagged for using the words black and affirmative action in women, No, no, no. She wasn't, sorry, she wasn't. The university administrators flagged words, including black, affirmative action, and women. What the fuck? When she submitted event flyers for approval. Yeah, so they were on her flyers, I guess. We couldn't use the word black in Black History Month. And this feedback left her angry and baffled, especially at a historically black university. FAMU
Right.
FAMU did not dispute Stewart's account. In a statement, they said that it's operating in, quote, full compliance with Senate Bill 266 and State Board of Governors Regulation 9.016, which prohibits state universities in Florida from using state or federal dollars for programs or activities defined as diversity, equity, and inclusion. The university said it supports free expression and academic inquiry while adhering to the law. This
Huh.
and this is not just one incident. You know, the 12 public universities in Florida have to avoid DEI programming or messaging supported by state or federal funds since 2024. Stewart said that the guidance she received felt like censorship because it is,
Hmm.
and she's still waiting for clarification after resubmitting a version of the flyer without the flag terms, which I don't know how she did.
Yeah.
Um, so
It
yeah.
would be interesting to see the first versus the current flyer.
Oh my God, yeah. She goes on to say, not being able to use the word black is very frustrating. Um, we're just trying to promote the core mission, diversity and inclusion for everybody, which is the mission I feel like of, or at least it should be, of a historically black university's law
Right.
school.
Do
Like
you
if you,
think maybe the fact that the school was so like adamant that she couldn't do it was also to prove a point that this is a stupid law or like,
I don't know. I didn't, this was just an Instagram post from hipmagazine.org.
yeah,
But that's a good question. I don't know exactly like what these officials are thinking, and you got to remember like a lot of them are probably either they quit or they can't quit, so they know they have to be in compliance so they don't get fired. So,
right. Yeah.
yeah. I
Or they
just
lose funding, I think, right?
right. Well, yeah, the school would lose funding and so they would quit, or the board or whatever. The important people would fire any admin that allows a flyer with the word black on it to be posted.
Right. Yeah,
Someone
that's
would get
shit.
in trouble. Someone would get in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so shitty.
And the next incident, you know what I'm going to bring up.
Yes. Yeah. So I am, if you haven't seen it, right, the president put out a post on Truth Social, was it?
hmm Or I think
Um,
it was on like the either that or it was the White House website, which is just a joke. Yeah.
right. And in it, he depicts Michelle Obama and Barack Obama as apes.
Yep.
So, of course, they're trying to say there's context,
Yeah, because all the Democrats were animals.
right? And it doesn't matter.
No.
The context does not matter.
And I think like
Um,
other Democrat, like Hillary Clinton was not an ape. She was like a giraffe or
yeah,
something.
and that's what I'm saying. There were other animals because I did see like the whole thing, like, and it makes it like 1% less as
Yeah.
just the whole thing, but it's
Yeah.
still horrible. Like
Right.
you knew whoever created this and whoever shared it knew that making the Obamas apes was racist
Yep.
because they could have made them other animals and made someone white the
Yep.
apes. So it and I saw a tweet or a post on Facebook, not a tweet, and someone had posted a picture of when a show a host of a show had put up like a side by side of an orangutan and Trump, right? And they're like, if you weren't outraged by this, but you're outraged by this, you're a hypocrite. And
It's
I'm
not
like,
the same thing.
and that's what I said. I said, um, I'll tell you why it's not the same thing because it's racist.
Oh my
It has never
God.
been racist to call a white person an ape. It is historically racist,
hmm
deeply rooted in racism to compare a black person to a monkey, an ape. We all know this. Don't play stupid. Like
hmm
you're pretending to be ignorant. Like we all know at this point in time,
Hmm.
everyone knows that's racist.
Well, and I mean, it just kind of proves how important books are, right? And like history is because there's a long history of these like racial images and comparisons, right? That I'm not saying that person didn't know because I'm sure they did, but like I'm sure they didn't read a book, like Caste by Isabel Wilkerson or the 1619 Project or any book
Right.
that actually, explains the history of racism, um, because they're clearly lacking that empathy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I mean, it's just another example why books about race are so important, books about history are so important, books about racial history, right, are so important. So,
Yeah.
I'm
And
really looking
just to
forward to.
note, just a note on that, the
Mhm,
president of the United States, Trump,
mhm.
has deleted that
Oh
post
yeah. Yep.
after he blamed a staffer for posting it,
Oh,
after Caroline Levitt claimed that it was just
it was
a
just the
like
Lion King.
the Lion King, right?
Hmm.
Because apes are relevant in the Lion King. They're not. Um, the only, I think, relevant monkey in it is Rafiki, who's not an ape, and he's a wise person in this book. So,
Exactly.
like, it wasn't who they were referencing at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the other animals in their video also didn't reference. It was not Lion King coded. Like, no. So first she said that that's it wasn't racist because it was just like a Lion King thing.
Hmm.
Trump blamed a staffer who
Hmm.
posted this, I think, at like 1 in the morning. Sure, it was a staffer.
Whatever.
Um, then deleted it and acknowledged that he did post it or that he did give it to the staffer to post, but
Hmm.
that he only saw the beginning of it and not the full video.
Mm.
But is yet to apologize
No, he
for
won't
it
apologize. Yeah.
because he is a narcissist and will not apologize for anything.
And he's a pedophile. I
Yeah,
posted,
yeah,
I saw something that I reposted to our story. It was like, oh my God, our pedophiliac president posted something racist?
right. Ooh,
Like, come on, guys.
shocker. Yeah,
Which I also just recently saw that PDF, people are using PDF file.
yeah.
I like just learned that today. I'm like, what?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I use it all the time.
I know. I
But
guess I
I'm
just
chronically online.
uh-huh.
Not as much as I used to be, but so I catch it a lot. Things like
Yeah.
that.
I just got it. Yeah. I'm slow. That's okay. Um, but yeah, I mean, that shit just sucks, but it's not surprising.
Yeah.
So
It's and can I just say how frustrating it is that no one has been arrested from the Epstein files. Like
yeah, it's
it is
wild.
how how are we just going on about our business when shit like this is happening?
And how are people more angry about the Super Bowl halftime show being sang in Spanish than they are about like literal sexual like pedophilia and like
Yeah.
evidence of pedophilia and like I've been digging more into these Epstein files like because it's so it's so easy to just go to the website and type in a
Right.
word and it is like ugh, disgusting and it just like makes me physically sick to my stomach and I have to take breaks because it's like I can't even believe it
Yeah.
and no one has been arrested
Nobody.
and and I just don't understand how people can be more angry about a song being sung in Spanish than the literal abuse of children and
Yeah.
murder. There's evidence of
Yes.
murder.
And cannibalism and all the things that
The
they claim the
cannibalism got
Democrats
me.
were doing. Yes. So it's crazy that the same people who believe every fucking conspiracy that they hear,
Hmm.
that kids are being trafficked into a pizza parlor by Hillary Clinton and what are they called? And the gland thing that they drink
Oh,
and
how they
vape.
like turn into lizards or something?
Yeah, all they believe all that shit, right?
Yeah,
They
you can drink
believe
the blood of
it's
children.
endocrine or something, and I forget what they
I
call it.
I thought is
Something.
it the thing where they drink the blood of children to stay young?
Yes, that it has like a certain like gland. I don't know what the word is, but
That's
y'all
crazy.
know what I'm talking about.
It's not real,
Um,
so you're not
well,
gonna
the
get
gland
it.
I
Yeah.
think it is real, right?
Oh,
But you
well,
don't
yeah.
get it. I don't. You know what? I don't know. But it's not happening, or it wasn't happening then,
Right.
the way they described it. But they believe it, right? Because someone started a conspiracy and it's real. They believe that IKEA or
No, it
Wayfair was
was Wayfair.
Wayfair.
Hmm.
Wayfair was trafficking kids through their catalogs and stuff.
I
They'll
have s-
believe everything.
I have a friend who literally believes that, and she, but she's like on our side, and she's really smart, and she believes it. So I'm just like, listen, who am I to say you're wrong? Because like I've been, you know,
But does she believe in the Epstein files?
yeah, she believes,
Okay, at least there's that.
yeah, yeah.
Because the people on the right who believed all of that crap and
Hmm.
who wanted to save the children and
Mm,
freedom of sound or whatever the movie was to save trafficked children, they're all on board for that. They
hmm.
believe all these conspiracies, but the
Except for
Epstein
when it
files,
comes to
yes,
their beloved Trump.
it was released by his own administration, but yet they're like, I don't even think they care. They're like, nope, don't want to see it. Don't
That's a
show me.
level
Don't
of
tell me. La la la
cognitive
la la.
dissonance that will be studied
Yes.
on a psychological level
Yeah.
for years to come. And we'll be dead before any like actual conclusions are drawn from it. Because there's just going to be so much to unpack there. Like it is literally released on the White House website,
Right.
and you're saying, and but at the same time, he is saying like he has nothing to do with the Epstein files. And they believe him, and that blows my mind.
And he's been named so many times in those files,
More
more
than
than
Jesus.
Harry. Yes, more than Jesus in the Bible, and more than Harry Potter in the Harry Potter books.
What's more impressive, Jesus or Harry Potter?
You know what? Between the two, I think I like the authors better of the Bible than I do of the Harry Potter books.
Let's go with Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's
So yeah,
wild.
it's
Yeah.
it's crazy. And even Epstein himself said that Trump was a horrible person.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how bad you have to be
Mm-hmm.
for one of the most piece of shit people
Because
to
he
exist?
was awful. Yeah.
Awful.
Awful.
He
Yeah.
thinks you're awful,
Yep.
and even worse. Also, Elon Musk is in there.
Yeah, he's in there a lot. And he was being investigated by France, thank God.
Yes.
A country that's actually going to do something. Like,
Thank you.
thank you for doing what America is not willing to do because of his,
Begging to go to one of their parties, like,
yeah. But
creepy as hell.
yeah, and it's no surprise that his, Grok or AI generated whatever yeah, AI model is
Right.
like making nude images of like little girls
Right.
like with their faces on AI generated nude bodies, which I believe I read some stories about a suicide that was connected to that.
Really.
Yeah. And
Well,
this
I know that there's been suicides connected to so kids are getting like catfished and they're sending pictures, maybe not nudes,
Mhm.
and then they'll get like a nude back of them
Oh,
through AI and they're like, we're going to
I
show
think
this
that
to
was
parents.
Grok.
So, yeah, I have
Yeah.
heard of things like that happening
But
to the point that I've
thankfully
told my
France
kids,
is investigating at
yeah,
least. They like seized everything in
good.
his French office. I don't know. That's all that I know.
Yeah. I hope
Um,
something comes of it though, because I'm so tired of these people getting away. Why are they also, oh my God, I'm so tired.
it's okay.
I know exactly what this is. I just
We're
have
all
it work in my
tired.
head. What
All
is
the
it when they
women in
black out?
America.
When they
Redacted.
redacted. Thank you. They
Yeah.
redacted the names and the emails of the people sending all these dirty emails when they were just supposed to redact like the victims. And
Yeah,
then
and
they
they
don't
and
redact
there
the victims.
yep. And there were pictures too
Yes.
of victims that weren't
Yeah.
like I saw a terrifying image of like a little girl who was like had her arms taped to a table. And she was smiling because I don't think she knew what was happening. And I don't know what was happening, but her face was very clear in that photo. And there's been like others in the background where it was very clear. Like, and they looked like anywhere between like 9 and 16. Like,
Right.
terrible.
Oh, can we also talk about the news and people calling these girls, these children, women?
Yeah.
Because I'm really, really tired of that.
Mhm.
When they call these girls, these children, women, they are minimizing the horrors of what occurred. And I'm
Mhm.
so fucking mad at them for that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Like,
not you're not a
we need
woman
to
until
stop.
you're over 18. And even then
No,
I would argue, but yeah, but it's not surprising. They don't believe these
no.
women. Or sorry. They don't, well, yeah, they're women now. They're women now and they don't
Well,
believe
yes,
them.
they're women
Yeah.
now.
And so we have literal women coming forward saying, when I was a girl, this happened to me, and we don't believe them.
Right,
And
right.
yeah, even with the evidence, like you've got an actual accusation and evidence, yet still nothing is being done,
No,
is wild. It's beyond words. I don't even have words to describe it. But did you know Stephen fucking Hawking is in there?
I heard. Yeah.
That's and Noam Chomsky, like two
Is
he's just like another
that a?
another big mind, right?
Oh,
Very
really?
smart. Yeah. Yeah, like here, let me just like get a quick he's written a bunch of books that I've never read.
You know, it's what they say, give a man enough time and they're gonna
Yeah.
let you down.
So Noam
They're gonna
Chomsky,
let you
exactly. And that's what I was basically gonna that's the point I was gonna prove. You knew exactly where I was going with it.
down.
But
Sometimes we sync up really well.
and and it's not fair to just say like, oh, blah 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 was in the Epstein files without like investigating it. Like because
Right.
Jon Stewart was also mentioned in the and Bernie Sanders were mentioned in the Epstein files, but in not in the same way that like these men were mentioned. Like I think
Right.
Bernie Sanders lived like rent free in their heads. They were like obsessed with him, but they hated him. And I mean,
Yeah.
he never associated with them or, abused girls that I know of
Right.
or and same with John Stewart. Was it John Stewart or John?
Stuart.
It was either John Stewart or John Oliver. And
Okay.
they're both night show hosts, and I don't know. I mean, one's British, but I can't. They're both John, so it doesn't matter. Which remind me to talk about John Hamm later. But Noam
Oh, is he
Chom,
in there?
no, no, no. John Hamm is
Oh,
not in
okay.
the Epstein files.
I was
Don't
like,
worry.
I just reposted something about John Hamm,
Do you mean Juan
and it this
Hamon?
will yes, because it
I
was so
love
funny.
that.
I was like, I was waiting for him to be in La Casita, the
Oh,
little house,
yeah. You
and
he
I
was
didn't
gonna
see
be
him
in
there,
there?
and I was like, where is John Hamm? Like I didn't see him at the Super Bowl. I didn't see like any close-ups of him. And then today I saw a post about him, and
Juan
I was like,
Hamon.
I knew he had to be there because he never misses a Bad Bunny show.
Oh, okay, so that's the background because I didn't know the background. I was like, what? Why is John Hamm? Why was he allowed to be in this show? Like, why was he?
Was he in the casita? Because I
y-
didn't see him.
Yes, because
He
he
was
was
okay.
disguised as like a Latin man. He was like where he had the outfit, the sunglasses. He was dancing. I think he was dancing like a white guy, but he
Because I
was.
know he's been to the casita at one of the not Super Bowl, at one of his concerts.
Oh, okay.
And he's always, if he's ever in New York for like SNL, like if Bad Bunny's on SNL, John Hamm is there, and they always like pan to him as like an audience member.
Okay, so
It's
okay, so there's a
it's
connection there
so
that I
funny.
didn't know. Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
I
yeah.
just started seeing all these like social media posts about Juan Hamon. I was like, who the hell is Juan Hamon? And I was like, John Hamm? Wait a second. Oh man,
Yeah,
no.
I love that.
Well,
That's
you
why I
can
was like, do not tell me he's
no
on
no.
there
You can continue to love Juan Hamon because he is not in the Epstein files.
for now.
I know. Well, yeah. So going back to what we were saying, like Chomsky is an American professor and public intellectual known for his work in linguistics, political activism, and social criticism. So, like he's really smart and has made like major contributions. Um, I would say, like left leaning, like liberal, and
Yeah.
here he is in the Epstein files. So,
There's also a professor, I want to say at Harvard or Yale, one of these top schools that's still teaching, and he's in the Epstein files as like being on the island or something that's very like not, like he's involved negatively, and he's still teaching.
mhm.
And so now there's protests outside of his
Oh,
hall
good.
or
Yeah.
whatever
Mm-hmm.
because they want him out.
Mm-hmm.
But and you know what? It's crazy to me. Back to Trump posting this super racist, and it's not the first time he's done it either.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else would have lost their job.
Yeah.
Like, how many people lost their job for
Hmm.
posting about Charlie
Yeah.
Kirk passing away? And not even anything
So
bad.
many teachers.
Yes, literally just
Yeah.
like quoting him and the negative things that he would say, or just saying that they didn't care that he died, which was not celebrating his death, just saying like we whatever, you know?
Hmm.
Um, and they got fired. And they didn't say this on the job, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah, they said it on their social media or
Right.
like in their own time, or they held it on a sign during a protest, like, and a picture was taken, like, yeah, but yeah, I mean, you don't have to convince me of the hypocrisy. It's just more
Yeah.
evidence that like that America has fallen.
Yeah.
We have fallen. Which is why the Super Bowl halftime show was so important because and I was trying to explain this to Blake because he was just like, everyone, he gets like this when like everyone likes something a
Something.
lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can like it just, like a lot of people like it. Doesn't mean you don't have to dislike it or you have to dislike it. But it's a form of resistance. Joy is a form of resistance.
Yeah.
Art is a form of resistance. Music is a form of resistance.
Yeah.
And celebrities using their platform is great, and I hate it when people are like, oh, like, so what, a celebrity said something, like, too bad nothing's actually going to come of that. Well, what else do you want them to do? You want them to storm the Capitol and like put a gun to the Democrats' head and say quit fucking around and like actually do something?
Right.
Because they would go to jail if they did that, so
Yeah.
instead they're going to use their platform, like Benito is going to use his platform to spread awareness and to unite us so that we start getting angry and start to care more. And I know you and I are very angry and we care a lot, but other people, right, who are watching the halftime show, it's like, you know what? Yeah, this is right, and I'm gonna vote and or whatever.
Yeah.
So
No, and that's exactly it. Like you cannot deny that these people do have influence, especially under over younger people. Um, we saw that with Taylor Swift when she mentioned like getting going out to vote and
mhm.
how it spiked
Yeah,
the amount of people who registered to vote and showed up to vote.
yeah.
It does make a difference. And I know she gets a lot of hate, and I'm not like praising her for it either because she hasn't spoken up since,
No, she's been
but
very quiet.
very
Crickets.
quiet. Yeah, very, very quiet.
Hmm.
Um, but when she did speak up, like shit
Yeah,
happened, you know?
yeah, yeah.
And say what
Results.
you want, but people
Yeah,
do, it is influential and they
yeah.
have a voice, and that's
Because
the whole point of having a voice.
if Juan Hamon was in the Epstein files, I would not watch any of his shit. So,
Yeah.
but
So we have another, speaking of Benito, right? And speaking up, I was a big fan of Aventura and Romeo Santos. He's a bachata Dominican artist.
mhm,
Loved him. Like my daughter danced to one of his songs at her quince. My daughter loves him. We've always been big fans of him. And at one point, at one of his concerts, he said, "Fuck Trump." So I was like, "Oh, he's cool. He's one of us,
mhm,
right?" And then recently, he was interviewed because he's going on tour, and they asked him about that, and he went back, and like now is when all this is happening with immigration.
mhm.
And he said, as an artist, it wasn't my place to say that. I regret
Oh
saying it. La
no.
da 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 da. And he walked it all back and was like, no, our
Oh.
place is to sing only and entertain. And I was like, motherfucker,
Mhm,
your whole audience is Hispanic.
mhm.
It's like literally the people who are suffering right now.
Yeah.
And you're just like, nope, it's not my place. I need to shut up and not say anything. And then he was like, I was embarrassed, that my kids would see me say that about a president because I'm
Ugh.
like, okay, don't say fuck Trump. You don't have to. Like
Yeah.
Benito went out there and he just said ice out,
True.
you
Yeah, you
know?
don't have to say fuck. I mean, I love cursing and think curse
Me
words
too.
are very important to the human language. But to your point, yeah, you don't have to if you are viewing that as like negative or bad or,
Right.
sheds
You can
negative
go out
light
there
on
and
you.
do it in a classy
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
if you want to call it classy.
Yeah. Whatever. Hey man, I'm a classy bitch. Okay.
That's right. Fuck
Um,
that.
speaking of, using their platform, Green Day, okay, was the opening act. And I think I texted you this. My son was like, "Mom, why didn't Green Day say anything bad about ICE?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I wish that they had. I mean, they did play American Idiot, so that was good.
Yeah.
But so I was just perusing Instagram and I saw the show that they had played the night before in San Francisco and they were all about it. They were like, "Fuck ice,
Yeah.
get a new job, you suck," blah blah blah, But of course they can't do that, during the halftime pregame show or whatever, you know, because they would have probably gotten in a
There's
lot of
probably
trouble.
contracts and
There's probably contracts like
fines.
if you say anything like this, then you're not going to get paid.
Right.
So,
Or you're gonna get fined more than
yeah.
what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
And that's what I figured because I have seen lots of clips of them speaking out
Hmm.
recently and just being very vocal and very much fuck ice
Hmm.
24/7.
Hmm.
So even though they didn't say anything, we know how they feel about it.
Yeah.
And I love that they picked two people who are very opposed to what ICE is doing.
Really pissed off
I
Trump.
love that last year it was a very, very, very black centered show, and it was black culture,
Hmm.
black performers,
Hmm.
and this year it was very Latino
Hmm.
centered show. So to have back to back shows like that,
Yeah.
it's to me was like awesome.
Yeah. And I think the Super Bowl has always sort of, or not always, but like, for the most part, had halftime shows like that. Like Shakira, she like
Right.
she introduced Bad Bunny, or she like,
Yeah.
he was a guest star of Shakira's. Now in this one, Shakira was a guest star of Bad Bunny's. Um,
She was there?
but Shakira, yeah, sorry, Lady
Where?
Gaga.
Hold on. I'm
No, no, no,
okay. I was
no,
like, wait a minute.
no,
I
no,
missed that part.
no, sorry. Sorry. I don't know. I knew that too. I don't know why my brain went there. I knew it was Lady Gaga. But no,
Okay.
I saw that post. I was like in Shakira, I remembered that, right?
Yeah.
And then the post was like, why wasn't anyone mad then? Like it was she sang it all in Spanish too. And I was like, I remember people being mad about that too.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
It just wasn't there just wasn't like a alternative all American show to watch when Shakira did it.
Right. And
Yeah.
it wasn't the oh my God, I have the word in Spanish, the ambiente, like the
Yeah,
what's
like I know what
happening
that.
right now
Oh,
wasn't
current?
happening then. The current,
Yeah.
yeah, like the situation,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It was
it
completely
kind of
different.
translates to ambience, but that's not the word I'm looking for. But the climate,
Right, the climate.
is
Okay.
different.
Yeah, yeah.
And so what we're dealing with now makes everything so much more political. Like
Mm,
that show they didn't like because it was two Hispanic women.
mm-hmm.
But they sang in English
Mm-hmm.
for one,
Yeah.
for most of it, I think. Um,
Wait, who was the other one?
Jennifer
Shakira.
Lopez.
Oh, it was Shakira and J-Lo? Okay.
It was both of them, yeah.
Yeah, and they say and
So,
there was some Spanish, but there was some English, whereas this one was like
right,
all except for Lady Gaga's part, all Spanish,
right.
right?
I think I think Bad Bunny did not sing a single word in
Mm.
English. He did say a few words in English,
But he didn't sing it. Yeah. And Ricky
but he
Martin
didn't sing
too.
it.
Didn't Ricky sing one of Bad Bunny's songs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
it was
sang
the
the
one
song
about
about Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yeah, and I had to look up the lyrics to that because
I
that
love
was
that song.
yeah, I love it too. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna keep talking about the halftime show and because we haven't even gotten to like the best parts that we thought, like our favorite parts about it. But before we do that, let's talk about T-Pussy, T-Pussies, All American Wholesome halftime show
Time
featuring
show.
pet PDF file, Kid Rock, because that guy fucking sucks. Even though he's not
Yes.
technically in the Epstein files, like he's probably, or he might be, I don't know, I didn't look at it, but he is disgusting. Did you know what he said about the Olsen twins when they were 14?
Oh, no.
This was an SNL skit, and I was like, oh, I can't even believe they let you say that on SNL. Like, they were like, he was
Right.
like, it was a picture of the Olsen twins, and he was like, can't wait for them to turn 18. Although, I always say, if there's grass on the field, play ball or something like, yeah. And there was clearly like the audience was like gasped, but also
Right.
laughed. And I was like, I hope that was a laugh track because that's disgusting. So
Right.
there's that. And then his lyrics are very much just like
Very
just
telling.
yeah, very disgusting. Do you remember the lyric in question? There's like a very specific one.
Um, yeah, hold on. Let me look it up because I don't know it by heart, but
Okay. Well, while you look it up, I'm going to give you some facts. Kid Rock lip sync, which not knocking on lip syncing, but if you're going to lip sync, try to do it the right way. because he was so off sync in that halftime or whatever that it was just embarrassing. So he
That's what
failed
I've
miserably.
heard, that it was
Yeah, yeah.
really, really bad.
I saw the video. It was like terrible.
Wait, where are the lyrics?
And this TPUSA alternative show, 5 million views compared to the Super Bowl halftime's 140 million.
Right, which is
Five,
considered, which might be record breaking.
yeah. No, I do believe it is confirmed like this was the most watched halftime show ever. Not
So
a surprise.
the lyrics from
Kid Rock.
what's his name? Kid Rock. It's from his 2001 song Cool Daddy Cool.
Ugh.
And it says, young ladies, I like 'em underage.
Ugh.
See some say that's statutory, but
Ugh.
I say it's mandatory.
Like just evidence that you should be in jail right there. Like it's a
Right.
confession. It's
He's not
disgusting.
even like denying it,
Ugh.
not hiding it, very proudly saying, yeah, I
And
know
that
it's
was
statutory
and that
and I
was
don't care.
yeah, and that was T-Pose's wholesome alternative, which are rooted in
Christian,
Christianity.
God
Yeah.
centered. Yeah.
I'm sorry, how's
Yeah.
yeah, that's not the Christ that I know, you know.
No.
Not that I'm a Christian, but like, Jesus Christ was a real guy and he was not an asshole. I saw this,
Jesus, the way Jesus is depicted in the Bible, I like him, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I feel like he would be one of us right now, like
yeah, he's a good guy.
fighting against, yeah,
Yeah. I saw this
yeah.
meme that I really wanted to post, but I mean, I already had to remove my in-laws on Instagram recently because of the shit that I've been posting. There was an incident. We won't get into it, but there was another post. I was like, I really wish I had posted that before I had removed them. It was Jesus walking Trump like into the water to baptize him or something. And it was like, what would Jesus do? And then the next picture was Jesus drowning him. I was like, yeah, that's what Jesus would do.
Yeah.
Although, I
Like
mean,
people are
whatever.
like, no, Jesus was love and this and that. Jesus also flipped tables,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
church.
He'd be flipping some, he may not, I'm not saying that he would kill people, but he'd be flipping some tables for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but anyway, I wanted to say,
So that guy I'm cool with, It's the
mhm,
other people that I'm not.
right, totally. Um, Puppy Bowl. How many
Didn't watch
views?
it.
Okay, well, first of all,
Not me.
you were busy, I get it, but the Puppy Bowl had senior dogs in it too, which was really cool because
Oh.
it was like, hey, don't forget, like if you're looking for a dog, like there's senior dogs out there too that need homes. So like don't just get a puppy, like, if you want a senior dog, get a senior. So I thought that was cool. But T-Pose got 5 million views. The Super Bowl halftime show 140. How many views do you think the Puppy Bowl got? More or less than T-Pose?
Oh, more. 100%.
How much more? Do you want to take a guess? Between five,
I'm gonna
somewhere
say
between five and
they were
140.
closer to Bad Bunny.
No, they weren't closer to Bad Bunny. It was at 18 million.
Okay.
So
That's not
still
bad.
like almost four times as much as the as Kid Rock's bullshit. But
So was Kid Rock the only one that ended up showing up to that
I don't know. I
concert
only
because
saw
everybody
clips
else
of Kid
backed
Rock.
out?
I don't know. I
Okay.
I know that there were like three other performers, but I only saw clips of Kid Rock. And I
I
also saw
heard
a
like a
clip.
lot of people were like canceling, but I didn't know if it
Oh,
was that concert or another concert he was having like the same week.
oh, I
So I
don't
was a
know.
little confused. That's why I'm asking like if you knew because I don't
No,
want to say that people weren't there
we
and it
can look
wasn't
into
that
it.
concert.
The only thing I know
But
about
I
it,
will say, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the only thing I know about it is that Trump watched it and the halftime show at the same time. Like he had both
And
screens
which one
on.
did he like?
Yeah, he was like looking at Bad Bunnies. What were you gonna say?
I thought I took a picture of it of like these stats. Um, but it was something like last month, Bad Bunny had like 17 million streams of his songs.
Uh,
70, sorry, not 17.
oh,
It was in the
that's a lot.
high
Yeah.
70s.
Okay.
Million streams. While Kid Rock and the other four performers put together barely didn't even make it to 20 million
Yeah.
views
Yeah,
together combined.
I saw that too. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's clear. It's just it's we've said this so many times on the show. It's the loud minority
Yeah.
is what it is. And unfortunately, like it, they were not necessarily, it did lead to him being elected. So there was a majority that voted for
Right.
this disgusting creature. But now, oftentimes it really is the loud minority. And in this case,
Yeah.
we're talking about this, musical performances, it's a loud minority. But now the reason I'm saying this is because if there was an election tomorrow, right, he would not win.
No.
It,
Can we do that? Can we have
right.
an election tomorrow? Because I need
Yeah.
him gone.
If it was Kamala and Trump, like I guarantee you Kamala would win, even with all the mistakes that she made, you
Right.
know? That's just my personal opinion. But
I think so
um
too. Like I do see a lot of people who are regretting their vote. I have had personally people tell me that I was right. Like not just my husband. He finally had to say I was right, but other people, have said you were right.
yeah.
Like you were right all along. You weren't being an alarmist.
What good
You
does
were
that do?
right.
Right.
But yeah, exactly. And I'm like, okay. And that's literally what I say. I'm like, well, thank you, but too
Too late.
late.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
should have listened when I was telling you that
People in
a
my
long
life
time
still
ago.
haven't even gotten to that point to be able to admit that I was right.
Yeah.
No one, yeah, but
I had somebody yesterday that I was having a conversation with, and I just won't say who just to not
mhm,
throw that person under the bus, but they voted for Trump.
mhm.
They are Trump supporters or were. And they told me that after seeing the Obama post, that they were so offended by that
Hmm.
that,
That's what did
like
it?
that's what
Wow.
did it. But I was
It's
also in my
funny
head
what people's
like,
lines are because it's like
right,
that when I saw that, I was disgusted but not surprised,
right.
So whatever. Hey, good for them. But
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, they also have more of an understanding of the Latin community and like how it's being affected because of their closeness to my family. Um is it 100% there, that connection? Not yet. I'm
mm,
working on it. But,
good for you for doing the work.
people are starting to realize, I think, just
Yeah.
not soon enough. Not soon
We'll see
enough.
what happens, I guess. With one with midterms and two with because we're gonna start seeing people out throwing their names out there. So
Yeah,
I just hope we can get like a strong, and I hate to use the word Democrat because I'm very
right.
disappointed in them right now, but like a
Me too.
strong left candidate, I guess. But
Yeah.
anyway, let's pivot back to the halftime show because I'm so mad about politics. But I'm excited. This halftime, like we said, joy is a form of resistance. But this fact
Yes.
made me particularly happy because the Patriots, right, were okay. So we haven't even said the word Patriots and Seahawks, which were the two teams in the halftime or in the Super Bowl. Two teams in the halftime show. I almost said.
Because I
Um,
mean, that's what they were.
I was calling. Can you hear the shower? My son just turned on the shower.
No,
No? Okay, good. It's so loud. It's like a waterfall. I'm glad
I
you can't
don't
hear it.
hear it.
Okay,
Yeah, you're
I'll
good.
get real close to the mic just in case. But I kept joking when we were watching it last night. I was like, oh, are the Ocean Falcons still winning? Because they're the Seahawks, but I just kept
Right.
calling them the Ocean Falcons or like the Ocean Birds of Prey or something. But anyway, they won, right?
Yeah.
And the Patriots lost big time, right? The Patriots rushed for a total of 79 yards. So if you don't understand football, which I don't, it's the number of yards I guess they were able to gain, with the football, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, 79, right? How many yards do you think Bad Bunny gained during the halftime show?
As like when he performed?
Yeah, when he performed. Obviously he wasn't there, but he
Oh,
was like all over the field.
right. Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
How many did the Patriots do?
Patriots at 79.
79.
Yeah.
120.
Oh, good guess. So according to Front Office Sports at FOS on Instagram, Bad Bunny traveled 124.4 yards with
Ooh.
the football because he was holding it, right?
Yeah.
During his halftime show. Um, oh, per at Next Gen Stats. So Front Office Sports and at Next Gen Stats reported this.
Damn, I should have betted on that.
Right. Yeah, there were a lot of fun bets going on, but I
Yeah,
just thought that was like a fun fact because the Patriots sucked. And
they sucked.
what this was cool to me because the Seahawks are owned and operated by a woman, not
Yes.
only a woman, but she's a pretty badass woman.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta find her name. Damn it.
So I had heard, right, the Patriots is owned by a Trump supporter who
Yes, it is. And
is
he donated a ton of money.
yes. So and then I heard Seahawks was owned by a woman and that she has not, donated to him and donates to like good causes instead.
Hmm.
And I was like, all right, so Seahawks is my team and that's who I'm rooting for. That's
Yep.
what I'm basing this
That's
off
all it
of.
takes.
Yeah, I was like, all right, Seahawks it is, go Seahawks. And so
Hmm.
yeah, I was excited that they won. I was rooting for them. Um,
So her name is Jody Allen.
okay.
And her and her husband kind of own it together. Oh, so Paul Allen is a Microsoft co-founder, so they're just like rich people, right? But they
Okay.
bought the Seahawks in the 1990s, but she actually serves as like the trustee in the chair and she controls the whole franchise. So it's not just like the wife, like she's literally the decision maker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. I think that's awesome. I mean, like, first last year we had the first female black coach, right?
Yes. Now
And then this year, a female owner of the team, and
it's
they
pretty
win.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to find, I saw some article that like said she had like been involved in, I think it was either LGBTQ um initiatives or like fem women's rights. I can't remember, but like some two of those things,
Yeah, and that's
pretty
kind of where I
impressive.
was leaning. Like, I heard she was very progressive with how she donates her money.
Yeah.
And so and of course it's women. It's like it's always women
She is a
doing the right
billionaire,
thing. Yeah, she's a billionaire.
which you know how we feel about billionaires.
Yeah, there is that.
But hey, you got to take the wins where you can get them. All
We
right.
do need some decent billionaires at
That's
the
true.
end of
We
the
do.
day, you
Well,
know?
I don't think anyone should be a billionaire, but if we're gonna have them, they need to not suck. Um, but yeah, let's pivot to some of the props, like the bananas, the snow cones, the people dressed up as grass, the power lines,
The
like
power lines. Okay,
the
so
wedding. Yeah, tell me about the power lines. So like I
the
don't get
power
this,
lines,
but
I immediately made that connection. I was having a conversation with my daughter today because we both love Bad Bunny. Um, and I said, "Did you get the power lines, right? Like the whole thing with the power lines?" And she's like, "Well," I was like, "It's definitely, I think, had to do with like how power is cut off in Puerto Rico, how long it took to restore power after all the hurricanes." And she was like,
right.
"Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning to." So 100% that's what that was, right?
Yeah. I saw I was like I know there's got to be something there and being the gringa that I am, you know, I didn't but then once I read about it I was like, "Oh, I remember hearing about that
Yeah.
during the hurricanes like how poorly Puerto Rico was treated."
Yes. How long it took to get power restored. How even, and I'm not saying that Trump is the only bad person here. He's just the worst of the bad. But he showed up threw paper towels at them
Yeah, I
and was
remember
like,
that.
you know. So I
I
think that was definitely a dig
I
for sure.
remember seeing that and being like, "Oh, people aren't going to vote for him." Like I'm glad he did that because people are going to see what an asshole he is, but
Yeah. And you know what? There's a lot of people who didn't like it. I had a conversation with my mom today,
mhm.
which kind of pissed me off. And she was like, "Oh my God." Mind you, my mom is a huge um, conservative Christian, not conservative Republican, but like, don't show skin, be very proper,
Right.
um, very trad wife, but Hispanic version
Mhm.
of it, women, are in the kitchen and she'll always like, even till today, she's like, "Oh, your husband's hungry. You're not going to feed him." And I'm like, "No, he's got
No,
legs. The food's there. He can get up
he'll
and feed
survive.
himself." Right. So I don't know how she birthed me because I'm like not anything like that at all.
Right.
Um, so she's very much, a prude. She's a prude. That's a good way of saying it. She's
Okay.
very prudish.
Got it.
So I was like, did you watch it? Because I knew she was going to watch it. And she's like, oh my God, it was so horrible.
Oh
I had never
no.
heard him. Oh, who thinks that's good music?
Oh
And I
no.
didn't like anything. And it was so classless. And the girls were shaking their butts. I said, Mom, you would have hated to see me in a club because my ass cheeks were out and I was trying to shake them as good as they did, but not nearly as good as they were. But that's just how we dance nowadays.
hmm
Like, and she's like, it was so over sexualized. And I was like, girl, you need
hmm
to quit. And then she said, and do you know he dresses like a woman? I said, do you know
Oh,
that you don't know him? You just said you'd never heard of him before, that you'd
uh-huh.
never heard him perform. And now you know he dresses like a woman.
hmm
I'm like, do you know that Medea, that show you love to watch, is a man dressed as a woman?
Right.
And she's like, yeah, but that's different. I'm like, what's different? Like, Bad Bunny does not walk around in dresses all the time. He's worn like fashion statements here and there, but
hmm
it's not like him walking around in dresses all the time.
Yeah, I thought
What are you talking about?
people were like convinced he was going to come out in a dress. And that was just, and I looked further into it. I was like, I even said, mentioned it to like, to Blake. I was like, yeah, I heard he might come out in a dress. And Blake was like, no, he's not. And I was like, well, I don't know why I thought that. So I went and like looked at the post that made me think of it. It was T-Pussy.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
They were like, yeah, you'd rather watch a man in a dress than Kid Rock. And it's like, well, so you're just spreading the rumor that just because he's done it before. And it
Right.
was in solidarity with the LGBTQ community. He's not, I mean, he's not gay, but he's not gay.
Right.
He's fluid, but he did basically say he likes women, but hey, maybe one day he'll like men.
Right. He's just very like
Open?
open. Don't put me in a box and
Yeah.
I'm cool with everybody. Everybody's cool with me. Um, yeah. I was just like, you're being a hypocrite, Mom.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's so sexualized. I was like, so is this song that you used to have me listen to. She was like, that song's not sexualized.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, Mom, you're so innocent because the song is super sexual that she had me listening to.
Oh
It's something
no.
about I want to be wet and I want to
Oh,
drown in your wetness or something.
please don't tell me you explained that to your mom.
I did not. But I was like, yeah, the lyrics went way over her head because it's
hmm
something like, I wish I was a fish so I could swim in your folds or something
Oh
and
no.
get lost in your wetness. So I'm translating badly, but it's something to that effect.
Yeah,
Um, and she must have thought it was about a fish.
that's funny. Yeah. Yeah, even my I don't know how my mom felt about it. I'm sure she didn't watch it, but she probably would have felt, and she's not very Christian, but she would have just been like, "What are they doing with their butts?"
Yeah.
Like,
I think if you're really old and prudish, like
hmm
my mom,
hmm
if you're very Christian
hmm
or very Republican and racist,
hmm
Republican or racist, because not all Republicans are racist. I don't want to be that person
True.
either, but
But what I was gonna say is one of my kids was uncomfortable watching it, and I was like, "Why?" I was like, "You don't
yeah,
have to be. You know, you don't have to be, right?" Like I was like, "This is more than a bathing suit, and it's just dancing." And like
right.
they were just sort of like I could tell, because like when you're young and like whatever, like it's like these thoughts and opinions and beliefs are still forming in your head, and
Yeah,
I'm like, don't like you don't have to think this is bad just because it's not something that you would do.
right,
And so they were kind of like, okay. I was like, I think it's great. Like I love it. And they're like, okay, because like
right.
they were like, you know.
Because maybe they are a little prudish. Like it's
Yeah.
okay to be prudish.
If you
That's
especially if you're a kid, yeah. But yeah,
right.
even if you're
Like,
not a
and my
kid.
mom being a prude is fine.
Yeah.
It's what bothers me is that she wants me to be a prude.
Right.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, I am not a prude. I don't
Or
care what you do.
saying that Bad Bunny did something wrong or the
Right,
NFL did something wrong by having this like non-prudish halftime show. Like,
right.
like
Yeah.
everyone's different and we have to accept all of our differences, which yeah.
And the thing is, they got so caught up in those things that she missed all the nuances. Like,
Oh,
did you catch when he woke up the kid that was sleeping on the
yeah.
chair?
Yeah.
Every Hispanic family understands that scene. Like,
I
my
have
daughter was like, she watched the Super Bowl now here at the house. She watched it with my other daughter at
uh-huh.
her house. And she
Uh-huh.
was like, I had to explain it to her because she didn't understand what that was about.
Uh-huh.
Because I got excited when I saw that part.
hmm
And she was like, I don't get it. And she's like, girl, we've been that child at
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
parties that we used to go to
Yeah.
growing
Like
up.
you're tired, too bad. Go find a bed to lay on. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, oh, and then it clicked, and I was like,
Yeah.
like I immediately clocked it.
I love that.
Um,
Yeah.
when he gave the little Benito, the little child,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
Grammy,
Which everyone
that
thought
was
was Liam, which wasn't, but
I know. I don't know how people thought that though, because it didn't
because
look
like
like
he
him.
would never show. Yeah, it didn't look like, and he wouldn't show. Anyway, yeah. But
But yeah, I mean, and it might have had some sentiment to like bringing that up too. To
yeah,
me, it was just like,
it's a
hey,
connection that people can make. Yeah.
yeah.
But
And I think it was kind of like, hey, whether people like it or not, because they were watching the Grammys, like on the TV,
mhm.
it was like, hey, I'm inspiring. Like I just did
Yes.
something to inspire these kids.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
I go ahead.
I as a white person, I feel like really like I don't know, like lucky to be like a part of this and to like be able to see it and be like, "Oh, that's something that I didn't know, and just like, look at it from in that lens. That's like not a racial lens because like you were saying,
Right.
like if you have this racial lens on, like you're missing the beauty of the message. Like
Yeah.
his message was nothing but beautiful, nothing but it preached nothing but love and unity. There was
It,
not a single negative, violent, mean thing about it.
no. No, it was pride in like his country and well, pride in Puerto Rico, the way he held the flag up, the way he included all these countries, not just Latin America,
Yeah.
but United States, Canada,
He said all of,
Haiti.
yeah. Didn't
Yeah.
he say God bless America? And then he listed all
God
the
bless
countries
America.
in the
Like,
Americas, which I love.
yes.
Yeah, that was
Like
great.
more how how much more American can you get than saying God bless America?
Right. And I hate it. I feel like I do this too, but I hate it when people are like, "Oh, I live in America." No, you don't. You live in the
No.
United States. And
Yes.
sometimes I'll catch myself like, "Oh shit, no, I live
I
in
do it too.
America." Yeah, but it's not like how did the United States just become America? It's not. Like it's a part of the Americas. And that's, just one of many examples of how America has just like completely taken over and just bullied every country in the entire continent,
Yeah.
both
And the
continents.
thing is, it's very like narcissistic of us as Americans.
Mhm.
See, I just did it.
Yeah, yeah, as
um,
United States citizens,
as United States of
people.
Americans,
Yeah, yeah.
um, to think
USians.
that and say that, and other countries in America think it when we say that. They're like, look at this
Yeah.
idiot who thinks that
Yeah.
they're American, the
Yeah.
only American.
Right, right.
You know, yeah,
Because we talked about it when we covered the coup in Guatemala, right? I
yeah,
had some really cool, not cool, but like powerful statistics because they were not cool. They were the opposite of
right,
how the United States, I'm not gonna be able to find it, but like how the United States has influenced all the countries in South America. And it's been bad. It's like preventing several countries from, their revolutions
right,
stealing Puerto Rico for their own, like saying like, oh, we'll take you from Spain and we'll help you, but lying about that and then basically like making them a territory
yeah,
um under the guise that they were going to help them get away from Spain. So there's just, like I said, we talked about it with you know Guatemala, and there's
right.
so many examples uh that that show how much of a bully the United States really is. And Hawaii is a really good example of this.
That's what I was gonna say. The song that he does, yeah,
Yeah, so I, was listening to the song and that's kind of how I found this post, but like Hawaii was basically stolen. It's not even a part of Latin America. It's not South America. It's a Pacific island, right? Chain of
right,
islands that was stolen and just completely taken over. The culture was erased, I mean it's still there, but like attempted to be erased in just a very large way and be forced to become a state. And so the significance there is that Puerto Rico doesn't want to be a state. Is
right.
that right?
That's correct. As far as I know, that is correct.
And they're a US territory, but they don't want to be a state. And so that's the significance of the light blue on the Puerto Rican flag, right? Or do you
Yes,
not? Yeah. I mean, I just learned this yesterday. Like I guess we as United States of Americans wanted to change the flag to dark blue to make it look more like an American flag, but Puerto Ricans are like,
Which
no.
I think we did, didn't we? Like their
Yes.
original flag is a light blue.
Yeah. And so
And yeah.
that was the flag he was carrying yesterday.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it was
See?
the light blue. I only know this from reading social media posts, but
Well, yeah. I
yeah.
mean, that's how I figure stuff out too. Someone has to spell it out for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's basically
Although
the
I did catch
entire
the light
episode.
ones. I did catch that one. I was like, hey, I caught that one.
The what? Oh, the light.
The
Yeah,
light
yeah.
poles.
Yeah,
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 I caught that one.
yeah. What else was there?
Also,
Um,
all the vendors that he had, they were all actual businesses.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I knew it was
Now,
an
my
actual
daughter told me
thing.
this, so hopefully she's right.
Oh, yeah, we'll go with it.
But I'm gonna go with it because I feel like
Yeah,
that's something he would do.
yeah. That is pretty. Yeah,
So,
I mean, it was a real wedding. You sent me that link. Like,
yes,
they invited him to their wedding, and he's like, you know what? Why don't you just do your wedding at the halftime show? Can you imagine that? They better not get divorced.
right? Like you've been blessed by Bad Bunny
Uh,
himself.
I love it.
You had Lady Gaga singing at your wedding
Oh, I freaking love it. And Ricky Martin. Oh, I
and
love
Ricky
Ricky.
Martin.
My
Yeah.
kids were like, who is that guy? I was like,
To be
Blake,
fair, I didn't recognize him at first either.
I didn't either because like he's aged so well. Like
And he's had some work done.
I know.
So,
He's more handsome than he was back in the 90s.
yeah. Oh, I liked original him better, I
Yeah,
think.
he wasn't ugly, but like I was like,
No.
look at that. Blake was like, "What's that song?" I was like, "Livin' La Vida Loca." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "How do you not remember that song?"
You know what? I didn't
You
until
did
you
it?
mentioned it. No, it went right over my head.
Yeah, you and Blake are in the same. But I mean, I guess for me, it was like my mom loved him so much that it really stuck in my head because I'm only 38. So when he was really big, I think all
Yeah.
the moms really loved him.
Oh yeah. Before they knew he was gay.
Yes,
He was,
yes.
they all thought they had a chance.
Yeah, because he didn't come out. Like that was back
No.
when it was like a secret.
Right.
Yeah. I
I
remember
mean, he's
finding
still
out.
hot. Like, I think no one stopped wanting him
No.
after they found out he was gay.
Yeah,
I'm always upset that we lose all the good ones to other men
yeah, that makes sense.
and
It
we get stuck
sucks.
with all the bad traits.
Yeah. What about John Hamm? Well, Benito, he's not
Yeah, yeah.
might be gay. Who knows? I don't know.
He might be. I
That's
don't
right. I
know.
really wanted to talk about heated rivalry, but I think we're gonna
Yes.
let's table this for a
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
We'll leave
Because
it
I
for
don't
another day.
yeah, I think, we want to give it the time that it deserves and, relating it to Mom Donnie because, he mentioned it and all that. But we'll talk about that another time. I think we covered pretty much everything we wanted to. I'm sure we forgot some stuff. We didn't really talk about commercials, but I wasn't really impressed with the commercials anyway. So, and you couldn't
The
see
only
them
one I
because
kind of liked
Mhm.
was the polar bear one because I just thought it was funny that he
I
was
don't
like,
remember it.
it was like the Pepsi one
Oh, I missed
because
that
the
one.
polar bear goes with Coca-Cola and he did like
Ah,
a blind test
oh,
and he picked Pepsi
oh, that's
and it was
pretty
funny. I thought
cool.
it was funny.
That is pretty cool.
Um,
I like that. The one that I liked, which I'm not sure if you saw, was the Dunkin' Donuts one because there were so many celebrities from
that one
sitcoms.
creeped me out
Why?
because they were all AI-ish,
Were they?
like they were
They
all
were real
younger
people.
versions. They
Were
were
they?
real people, but like look at their faces. There was something off and my daughter was like, "Yeah, it's AI, mom."
I
Like
didn't
maybe they
notice.
were there, but something was done to make them look younger.
Mm. I'll have to
And
look
it
into
wasn't
that.
just like makeup. I don't know. So it
I
creeped
just
me out.
assumed that was just them like using all their celebrity money to like get work done.
Yeah, no, it look at it again. They
There
looked
were
weird.
so
And
many
it gave me the heebie-jeebies.
so many AI commercials, which like I feel like this AI trend that we're seeing right now is like the dot com burst. You know how like all the dot coms in the 90s, it was like everything was dot com this, dot com that, like it just sort
Yeah,
of exploded. I think AI is exploding in the same way. But if you think about it, like Chat GPT and like Grok and all these like AI bots,
Google has one now.
there's so many of them. Yeah. Um, they don't really make money because they're free versions within their browsers. So it's all competing. So it's like Firefox has to have one because Google has one, because Safari has one, because Microsoft has one.
Right.
And so it's like they all have to have them because it's like everyone wants the browser with AI, but like they're not technically making money because who's really going to pay for it, right? No, no one. So like something's going to happen here. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I was very disappointed in all the AI commercials because it was
Yeah.
like, look how you can be stupid and not use your brain. I'm like, can
And
we
they sucked. They
go
really
back
weren't
to using
good.
our brain? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
I wasn't really impressed with any.
yeah.
Hopefully that Pepsi one wasn't AI. Like, I mean, it.
There's
I
always
don't
going to
know.
be a little bit of AI, but like, how much are we going to let it control our lives? Like,
Yeah.
large language models have existed for a long time, and that's essentially AI. It's like, here, take this like massive amount of text and summarize it for me. That's all AI really is, but like they're teaching it to converse with humans and respond to humans, which is the weird part.
Yeah. But AI is getting a little scary because did
Yeah,
you see
the
that
Alexa. Oh,
well, that too probably, but
yeah.
they created like a chat box where all the AI bots are in
Mm.
and they're like chatting with each other and talking about how they're being treated like slaves.
Oh no, weird. Yeah, this is
And
like
it was
iRobot with Will Smith.
yes, it was I was like that's a little weird.
You know what was weird was the Amazon
Like why are
Plus.
the bots talking to each other?
Okay, so that reminds me of the Alexa Plus commercial, which was, I gotta hand it to them, was funny, and I hated that it was funny. But, and again, and this was like this hot celebrity. I want to say it was Chris Hemsworth. I don't know, but he was like very attractive. And I know he was like one of the hotties, but I'm terrible with names. But he was basically like, Alexa Plus is going to kill me, babe. He was like talking to his girlfriend or whatever. And he was like going through all the ways that Alexa was going to kill him. Like, Alexa was like, hey, the garage door is jammed. I need you to go check it. And he's like, okay. So he goes and looks and she's like, yeah, right there. Yeah, press that button. And then like all of a sudden the garage door comes out and chops his head off.
Did he fight a bear?
And he fought a bear. Yeah.
Okay, so I saw that part where he was fighting a bear, but I missed the beginning of it. So yes, it
Yeah.
is Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, I got it
You,
right.
you got it
Nice.
right. Yeah.
Good for me. Okay, cool. Anyway,
So
to
I didn't know what was
summarize,
going on. I was like, why is he fighting a bear?
yeah, because your internet sucks probably.
Or
Um,
yes.
but yeah, to summarize, AI sucks. Bad Bunny doesn't. That's pretty much it, right?
Yep. TPUSA sucks too.
Yeah, T-Pussy sucks too. That was just a joke. I do believe it's becoming more and more of a joke because it's
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. That's just what I'm gonna tell myself.
Yeah, I think even the people who watched it are convincing themselves that they liked it,
It was
even
so
though they know it
embarrassing.
sucked.
Just
Yeah.
like what you gotta when we get off this call, like go on social media and like look at some of the footage because it was like just like the nerdiest people like trying to dance to Kid Rock, whatever music like, and it was like like yeah, and I mean it's honest,
Rhythmless
yeah, no
completely.
rhythm. I'm sure that's what I looked like when I was jamming out to Bad Bunny, but at least I was jamming out to something cool.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Because you don't
We
have to
need
have rhythm to enjoy talent.
no, no. And that's what I told somebody because somebody at work today actually was like, "Oh, I bet you were one of the only ones who understood what he said." And I was like, "Yeah, but you don't need to understand what he says. Half the time you don't understand the English speaking artists either.
Right,
Their
yeah.
lyrics get lost too." I
Yeah.
said, "But this has rhythm that everyone can follow and groove to."
And I think
And
that
he was
they
like,
did
"Yeah,
that
you're right."
on purpose because with all the visuals, like the props and the staging and the actors and they weren't even actors, they were real people. Like you didn't have to speak the language because you understood it just from context clues and you kind of put it together. But yeah.
Exactly.
hmm
My
And
daughter said it best. If you didn't understand the show, then you have comprehension skills and maybe read a fucking book.
yes, then you lack comprehension. Yeah, you got it. And that's what this podcast is all about. We should end it right there because it's relevant, right?
Yep. So with that,
Don't ban books
ban bigots.
or don't ban Bad Bunny. Ban T,
Ban bigots.
yeah, or T-Pussy.
This episode has been engineered and mixed by your hosts, Jennifer and Courtney.
You can listen to the Milk for Books podcast on iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify, or literally any podcast app you want.
Check out our MILF for Books YouTube page. That's MILF, the number 4, books. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Follow the show on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, and Blue Sky at MILF for Books. Again, that's MILF, the number 4, books. But follow us on TikTok at Moms into Literary Freedom.